Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with,
Ready?
and the critters, of course. It is March 23rd, 2022. It is Wednesday afternoon at 3:37 p.m. It's a very cloudy day, kind of rainy-ish, off and on. It's mystifying. What?
Nothing?
Don't even know. I will start throwing things at you.
I know. I'm just sitting here being
I'll
good.
start with something smaller and then end with scissors.
I'm sitting here being good.
Hurry.
Being
I
good.
already hit him in the gonads with a leash on purpose. On purpose. Remember? Remember?
Yeah, but you acted like it was an accident.
It was.
At the time.
It was an accident. You know I can't aim worth a crap unless I'm not trying. Then I can.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I'm not. You're not going anywhere. But I accidentally tossed it to him and hit him right in the. And he was talking like Michael Jackson for a while, right? Because
right in the man bits.
my doctor ordered some lab work I had to go in to get. We're having such a problem with the swelling. I take an insanely high dose of, it's called furosemide, and I take 200 milligrams. And if you ever look it up, it's not furosemide, it's furosemide. I used to take furosemide. This is a higher thing. What?
Nothing.
This is a a different type, but I take 200 milligrams, which is an insanely high, and still nothing now. You can't even tell that I took water pills last night, can you?
No.
And Brad asked me, he said, "Did you take water pills?" I'm like, "Yes." And because my feet are so swollen and my calves is just insane. So I might have to take them again here in a few minutes. Plus, I also have, it's either a fibro flare or I think it's gout on the entire right foot. Now, I'm not eating too much meat. In fact, like Brad said, if anything, I'm not eating enough. And I'm not eating any of the other trigger foods, radishes, mushrooms, any of that. So I'm not sure why, but it is extremely painful, especially on the heel. That whole right foot just, Brad not seen me hobble around this bad ever, because it's that painful. So that's really irritating to me, and I want to tell you guys that right now. I hate not being able to move around like I want to. It's really difficult because I like to be active. I don't like to have to sit and, put your feet up. I hate that. I hate putting my feet up. I know a lot of people love it. I hate it. Do I hate it?
I think you hate it.
I know. No, seriously though,
Yeah,
I absolutely hate having to be incapacitated and be with putting my feet up. I would rather have my feet down. I'd rather be doing things, but it's irritating as anything because too, I got that whole thing set up with a table and everything. A friend of mine bought me a brand new 4-foot table, which is so nice, and so I could have a bigger painting area. And now I'm gonna get put your feet up. I know I'm being cranky. I'm sorry. I'm okay now. I'm in a lot of pain, but I don't really want to take anything because then it'll make me so sleepy that I won't be able to function. So you always have that thing, do I take something for the pain or do I just write it out and cuss a lot when you move your foot? Because I don't want to take something that's going to just make me want to sleep. Because then it's like, well, I kind of defeat the purpose of not being in as much pain if I'm going to be drooling on myself. So, but I'll figure it out. I did figure out that I could probably still sit on my bed and do some paintings on small canvases. And I have some of those in there. I wanted to do the bigger ones, but that may just have to wait, or I could just do either some ink work. I have a nice ink setup, or else I could do some, pen and ink and graphite, even charcoal paint drawings while I'm stuck having to sit on the bed. So I'll do that. I've been flexing. I've been doing some exercise with my feet, even though it kills me. Then later on, it will feel a little bit better. This flare today, whatever it is the worst today that it's been. I've been messing with this for about a week. That's the only thing I think it is. But I just keep doing that, rub my feet. Brad volunteered to rub my feet. Looked very nice of him. He made chicken stir fry last night. Was excellent. He was gonna make
Fajitas.
but we were out of green peppers and onions. So, well, we weren't out of onions, but we were out of the peppers. So, it was like, plan B, we're making stir fry now. So, found out what happened with the chairs is, I guess a neighbor borrowed them or something, brought them back. You were outside.
Yeah.
What did they say?
I told him that if.
No, but I mean, did he just come walking up?
Yeah, he apologized and he said.
Is that who pulled in the driveway?
Mm-hmm. Oh. But yeah, he apologized and he said, that he remembered that I told him if they needed to borrow them, go for it. And I forgot I told him that.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we got them, so that's good. Our faith is restored. Because, when you think somebody just taking your stuff, you do feel very kind of unnerved. Mm-hmm. I'm having a hard enough time with, I'm a little, I'm depressed somewhat because I want to have lots of flowers out planted and stuff, but everything is so darn expensive. I'm not willing to put out the price I wanted to get some, like marigolds, some petunias, that kind of stuff to plant in just some of the planters, but they're so expensive. I would have loved to have got some tomato plants too, some peppers. I have to see what we have for seeds. We have a whole bunch. We could do that. I can't start seeds inside because that's not. They'll come up beautiful and then they'll die on me. I can start seeds like wildfire outside, but inside, no. We got some stuff growing in pots out there. I'm not sure what that is.
There's one is the mint.
Okay, that's what it is. Because I'm like, it almost looks like strawberry leaf to me, but then it's like, no.
And there's one of them is a hydrangea. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah. Okay.
And one of them's
I need to go out and cut that way back.
And then another one is the it's an herb. I don't remember if it was thyme or rosemary or.
I'll have to go out and smell it. I really want to get some of the chocolate mint again. I love the way that smells. I like the lemon verbena too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's.
I'll have to go out and smell that then because I love the smell of that. See, I want to be gardening, so I can garden some out there. I'm just gonna have to make do. I would like to go out Saturday and clean up our yard.
That sounds good.
And kind of decide where I'm going to have stuff, what I'm going to plant, what I'm not going to plant, all that kind of stuff. I am going to put some stuff, move some of those cloth pots over here where we don't park for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, did you say that wouldn't get any shade, or it would?
That would get less shade.
Okay, so if I have it over on the other side, it would get more shade. Side of the trailer, where the blue room is.
I don't know. I have to look. Okay. Because I don't remember.
Well, I guess I could just go put little umbrellas out there for the plants, right?
Yep.
I just run out there every day at 3 o'clock when is it time to give you some shade? Oh, here, let me do this now. Get a bunch of the beach umbrellas, put them in the ground,
I'm sure that
I could give them a little glass of water with a fancy straw and a piece of fruit in it.
Yep.
Or mint.
Or an umbrella.
Yes, a little mini umbrella. We could just get a bunch of those little mini umbrellas and put it over the top of the little leaves.
Perfect.
And go out there and sing to it.
Yeah.
If I sing to them, they're dying. They're going to croak. Yeah, Jellybean is exhausted, man.
Yeah.
This morning, she knew, because, see, I had a bra on. I did some makeup. See, I did some makeup. So then she's all of a sudden like, going somewhere. And she worked it hard between the two of it. Man, she was jumping up on us, and she was talking to us, and she's flipping and flopping all around here. And then when she got her leash on, holy moly.
Yeah.
She's getting us trained. Because, you know.
Well, and you said, I heard you, that she was not going to go with us.
Well, because I thought we were going to go in a restaurant and eat. And then I didn't want to go to Applebee's because I went to Applebee's Sunday with my friend, and we got such horrible service. And I understand they're short staffed, but you have to be able to, if you're that short staffed, though, you still have to be able to accommodate and take care of the people in your restaurant.
Yeah.
It's not my fault when I walk in your restaurant that you're so short staffed. You know, there was one gal in the bar trying to take all these food orders, and there were a bunch of people standing around doing nothing. You know, so didn't really want to go there. I didn't want to pay the price for any place else. So part of the reason I go to Applebee's is they have, like, well, now it's 2 for $22. You get picked from 3 entrees. You pick, and then you get to pick in either an appetizer to share or each of you a house salad. So, and then or 2 for 26 or 2 for 29. But still, in today's prices, that's pretty good. You know.
Really is.
But not if you can't get service. So we just went to Burger Swing, and you can get 2 for $10, and it's like a small double cheeseburger and a small order fries, small soft drink. And we never eat all the fries anyway. We bring over half of them home to give to the big dog.
That was funny.
That's their thing. When they know when we come walking in the house, they smell fast food. They know they're getting fries. But you know, that's more than enough for us. But you know, so lunch for under $11, you can do it. You check your fast food places, see who's running. You can bring up their app, their menus and stuff on your phone easily. Check and see who's running what specials, because I am not paying you $20 for, you know, a hamburger, french fries, and a soft drink. Please. I know prices have gone up, but they haven't gone up that darn much. I'm a, I'm a, I'm a cheap ass. I'm not going to spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
When little brother and I went out to California, we had stopped on the way up there, and I believe we were in California when we stopped for lunch, and just a normal Burger King. Each of us got a Burger King meal, and it was $25.
See, and it's just, I will not pay that for the love of God. It's like, that's ridiculous. You know, well, we just don't hardly ever eat out. And that's what, if I get a chance to eat out, I get rather excited because we just don't eat out because the cost of everything so much.
Yeah.
I'm a cheap ass. I like to keep it, now with inflation, I like to keep it 15 and under if I can. You know, and those deals are out there. They have coupons, which all of ours were expired, but still, almost every fast food place has a special. Wendy's, I find, is the very most expensive. Jellybean, hey, girlfriend, calm down over there. Wow. What were you doing? Wow. But anyway, Wendy's, I found, is the very most expensive. I'm sorry, and I love Wendy's, but I found them to be the very most expensive, even before this big inflation hit. You know, Arby's, insanely expensive unless they've got a deal going on. Sonic, I don't think they really ever have anything except for their little happy hour, that's two to four or something like that. You know, and then I think no, maybe two to four was their discounted price on their slushies, and I think it was maybe 4 to 6 or something, or maybe it is 2 to 4. There's a little happy hour thing you can get, like, you know, tater tots or something. But and then at night they have half price shakes, but you know, we're staying away from there at night. I'm not driving all the way into Rocky Mountain, even though we would drive all the way clear across from our place in Barnum all the way to the far side of Casper. But that was then, and this is now.
But one of the cool things about that though in Casper was we would come home with the shakes, and Maximus was just
Our greyhound was still with us, and we would, by the time I got home, I would hurry up and drink mine so Mac could have, about a fourth of it in a cup, and it was a styrofoam cup, so he would greet you at the door, and he knew by now.
yeah.
And you give him the cup, and it was an old couch we weren't taking with us, and it had a blanket on it, but he would, and we knew we weren't going to have him much longer. Let him live his best life. So you get on the couch, and he would rip that styrofoam cup until he could get to that ice cream, and he was just in heaven. So and like I said, we knew that the epilepsy was getting really bad, and he was getting closer to not going to be with us. So
And that's what, when we get home and he was so excited, he always did a high stepping prance, which is just the Lipizzaner stallions.
mm-mm.
That's
If you ever been around a greyhound, they naturally will do this,
yeah. But yeah,
and yeah.
he was so beautiful when he did that
Oh yeah,
prancing.
and he would do that. He would run out in the backyard like that. Of course, little Docs and Missy Mama was running behind him with all of her strength, right, and chasing after him. He'd just kind of trot along, and then she might get a little closer, and then he'd start hitting it a little faster, and there's no way she could. Or he used to like to loop around her, and this is when they were both young. They were both puppies, and then he would hit her with his nose and roll her like a burrito. It didn't hurt her, but yeah, we called her burrito for a long time. But he would
Yeah.
roll her. I mean, they were best buddies. They were very best buddies and stuff. But yeah, usually if you get a chance to bring in a couple critters around the same time or not too far, and they're about the same age, they will become best buddies.
Yep.
Well, Pat and Angus never became best buddies, but Pat was a lot older
Yeah.
than Angus.
Yeah.
But Missy and Max came in the house not too far apart from each other. Nixie and Charlie came into the house 6 months apart from each other, and they were both about the same age. Well, no, he's younger than her.
Yeah.
But by a year or so. But usually they become buddies.
Well, and you look at the two girls.
Did you feed the cat yet?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, Misty and Bitsy, and they were just, and then you throw Spike into the mix, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I had to go ahead and order another 30 can pack of just a regular pate because and whoever was so kind to surprise us with that salmon because she just loves it, and she really isn't wanting the creamy delight too much. I'm gonna have to grind it up or so, I'm gonna have to make a smoothie out of it or something because she's not doing the shreds. But so I got another. A little worried about, so I got another 30 thing of last night of just a regular pate for her because I don't want her not to have it.
Yeah, and I try, if I feed her both morning and night, I try to one time a day is the salmon, and the other time of the day is the creamy.
Are you maxing that creamy delights up with a fork now?
No, because
is she eating anything besides the milk?
Last night she did.
Okay. Well, that's okay then. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all I care about. Time for a report on the cat butt. Is firm. It's firmer. I'll have you guys know. Have a dance is not the liquid lava. We were so excited.
Yeah.
And now, you know what it is, though, with her cat? I'm sorry if this is TMI. This is I discovered with her not peeing in the cat litter box all the way. She's getting in the cat litter box. I watched her today. And I put down a disposable wee pad because she peed on the paper towel I lay right in front. I lay a plastic bag and then a paper towel on top of it right in front of her cat litter box. What it is, she's not getting her butt all the way in. They pee backwards.
Okay, yeah.
It shoots out backwards. So she is in the cat litter box. but it's landing on a wee pad. I don't care as long as it's not on my carpet or whatever. But she is going in there and doing that, so
Cool.
But she's doing pretty good. Um, I think she's putting on weight. She darn sure is making known when she wants to be fed.
Yeah.
You know.
And she is unmerciful.
Now, we had noticing more roaches in our house, and see, we're not used to this. We're from Wyoming. Wyoming, the only time you're ever going to see roaches in somebody's house is if they're extremely dirty. So we moved to Florida. We've never had to deal with fleas on our dogs. That just doesn't really happen there in Wyoming. And all of a sudden, these roaches and those horrible, horrible palmetto bugs. What are those other ones? Cicadas.
Cicadas?
Yeah, but those weren't too bad.
No.
But, and then here, and it's like all of a sudden we were seeing more roaches, and it's this time of day or year, starting to warm up. And so we had bought some ortho. I think it's called Home Defense or something, and it's safe for kids and pets inside your home. I thought, oh, hot dang, I can spray this all over, and it's not going to harm them. But it doesn't work. It's great. It's not harmful. It smells like you're baking like a banana nut bread or something. Because it's using those spices like cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff that they don't like. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work, okay? It just doesn't work. So we ended up ordering the Ortho. It's the big gallon jug. It's got the sprayer with it. That way you can go inside and outside your home. We just make sure the pets are not around when we're spraying that room, and make sure it's dried up and stuff. But that stuff, it works the best. Now, I had to order some hotspot roach gel packs. You're supposed to put like 5 in your kitchen. It's supposed to just take care of them for 3 months at a whack. Well, of course, I ordered through Amazon. My complaint is anything you order with Amazon, it's going to be delivered by USPS. Good luck getting it. This is the second item now in 2 weeks that we've not been able to get delivery for, and I'm sure Amazon would get tired of refunding our money after a while.
Yeah.
They gave us another refund on this because it was supposed to show up Sunday. It's still not showing up, and they when I talked to them on Amazon, it's lost in transit. Like I said, we're having quite an issue with, because I would have liked to have gotten it. I don't have to have it. They're under control now, but it would have been nice. And I will get something like that, but yeah. So I had to go in. I think I told you I had to go in today, do more blood work. Let's see what's going on, and I see her in a couple weeks. Um, and that's going to be a longer visit because it's going to be like the total physical. And we have a lot of stuff. I think I told you yesterday to talk about. But I get frustrated because I don't like to slow down. I'm not going to just stay in bed though. I hate that.
That's not you.
No, I don't like to. I don't like just all the way in bed with both legs up.
Well, if you're gonna be in bed, you're gonna be painting or loom knitting.
Yeah,
or...
I'm on my bed a lot, but I'm usually sit with both legs down, and I'm painting, and usually watching YouTube videos, and I'm always doing something with my hands. I can't sit still. I have a hard time. You guys don't see me doing a lot of fidgeting right now, but I am because I don't sit well. If I sit, I'm gonna sleep. Brad knows that.
Yep.
But he's like, okay, the poor man is almost like, thank that I'm going to actually sleep. He's like, yes, really? She's going to really sleep. Look, she's really going to sleep. I just don't,
No.
I got to water my plants today, too. Let me forget, okay? Wednesday's the day I water my plants. So, what's wrong with you?
Nothing.
How's your back?
Fine.
How's your back?
Fine.
How's your back?
It hurts like a
Does it?
son of a gun.
Okay, thank you for being honest finally. I know when I look at you and I see the wincing, I know, I see. I'm very perceptive, okay? I can tell you if you're hurting, the dog's hurting, the cat's hurting, you know, I can usually tell you if somebody else is hurting. I am very perceptive
You
of
are.
that. I can feel people. I have a lot of, I'm an empath, but I feel a lot of what, you know, if you have a friend who's really, really having a hard time in life, you really feel it, you feel that pain and stuff, but we're fine. I just want to whine and cry about the foot. It is too shall pass. I'll start pushing more like iced tea. I'm gonna drink some of that iced tea because that really will help
Yeah.
with that.
You do
And
like mint iced tea, don't you?
yes, I do.
Okay, that's what
I
I
never
thought.
got any of the other
I
iced tea
know,
you
'cause
made.
I drink
I
it all.
not got one drop of it.
I drink it all.
Brad's bad about that. Brad will go, oh, motherfucker. Give me a minute. Brad is bad about it. He'll just go and eat something, evolve something, or drink something, and then I'll say, hey, is there any of that? Well, no. Well, what happened to it? I don't know. And then a lot of times you go, well, you should have got some. I'm like, well, I didn't know I needed to get some right then. Right?
Yeah.
What is her doing?
There's a
No, don't
bowl.
let her get in the garbage. What
No,
is she
she's
doing?
not in
Oh,
the
she's in.
garbage.
Okay. Cat. He lets these animals get away with murder, man. I mean, I have to tell them all the time in a firmer voice, tell them, because they listen to me better than him. He just lets them get away with everything.
No, I don't.
Yes, if they're a female animal, he's going to let them just get away with anything.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
They listen to me better, though. Huh.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to raise my voice and scare them.
I'm not yelling at them. I'm just a more of authoritative voice when I tell them to stop doing something.
But see, with me, is when I use my authoritative voice, it's kind of like when I was working security at the event center, and I used my authority voice, and the whole place went silent.
Okay, but this is home, and I'm not, you know, I'm not the security, and I don't give a crap. It don't scare me a bit.
I know.
It doesn't. Everybody else will be scared of him, and I'm like, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's why we get along because I'm not, I'm like, please, I'm pleased, Now you know me too. When I get quieter and I get a little bit deeper of a tone,
Mm-hmm.
but it's quieter, that you're probably close to death
Yeah.
because I've done had it now. But anyway, the dogs do listen to me better than him. I think part of it too because I've been home with them more than you.
Yeah.
For a lot of years and stuff. Wow, Jellybean. See, you got to not let this poodle get away with murder because this poodle will. You give her an inch, she's gonna take a mile. You see it. You have to make her behave. You don't have to hit her or anything. We don't hit our animals anyway. But you just have to let her know that that's enough. Kind of like when she wants to start throwing a fit when I'm doing her nails, and I just stop and talk to her soothingly and rub her belly. But I'm also letting her know that this is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I always go, "Are you ready now?" Then all of a sudden, then she's just laying there letting me do it. It's like, okay, better.
Yep.
We can either do this. I'm not going to fight an animal. I'm not going to fight an animal that try and jerk their paws away and stuff. They're going to end up getting injured, is
Yep.
what's going to happen. They're going to end up getting injured. I don't want that. I'm going to end up getting injured when it's a big dog because this arm is getting worse all the time. I mean, this is about as far up as I can get it today, and it might just be the weather. But I can't wrestle down a dog as well as I used to be able to.
Well, I remember when you were letting the dogs out, and Charlie was
Oh
outside, and
God,
those
yeah.
two asshole
He
dogs
saw
were.
those two dogs and he hit the end of that leash, and thank God I was holding on with all my might. Be about to yank my arm off my body, and
Yeah.
it's just. But it'll be fine. I just got to do some stretching exercises. I'll lay on the bed and do some stretching exercises for the feet and some for this arm and stuff, and it'll hurt like a mother. And then I'll, you know, take a little something and you know, like we all do, right? If your good days, your bad days is still a good day. Still a good day. Got out of the house. It was pretty out. We did get lunch and sat there, and the geese were the main spectacles. They had the water fountain that's in the lake turned off, but I did shoot a quick little video, and I'll look at it, see if it's any good, and then I'll probably upload it here on YouTube. Um, I shot part of it, and then Brad shot part of it, and but Jellybean was very much looking at the big geese. They were right by our car and stuff, and all of a sudden she had her head hanging out the window, and all of a sudden she pulled it back in like she wasn't too sure that because they started, doing their calls. What do you call that? The squawking.
Yeah.
And I think she was not too sure about what to think. And I'm like, look at how much bigger they are than you.
Yeah.
You know, you know.
Oh, I bet some of those big males outweigh her.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was one that was really a big male and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell they were like protecting nests and stuff too. You'd see one take off and be gliding across the water, which we just love, and their tips of their wings are touching the water, and it's just beautiful. And then how they land so gracefully and stuff. It's just And then you see the duck butt. All of a sudden you see the duck, then you see the butt, duck butt. And there were a pair of them that were doing it in unison. It was pretty cool to watch. We saw a little turtle head.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the water. There's some turtles in that pond or in that lake and stuff. So it was a nice day. If there hadn't been so many geese out and about, I would have taken Jellybean for a little walk. But I told Brad next time I wouldn't do is bring an extra diaper and cover, and so I can take her diaper and stuff all the way off and let her, and then go for a little bit of a walk with her. When his foot is not as inflamed, and just to be able. There's benches all over, and be able to just sit. And I love to sit out in nature and just that's where you recenter yourself. To me, there's nothing better like when we used to go fishing in Wyoming. If you get out there on the lake and we always fish from shore, but you just get out there and you look at how beautiful everything is, and whatever's bothering you just kind of goes away. You just needed that to recenter you. Because your problem can seem like they are the end of the world. Okay, like my foot. It's not the end of the world. It's such a small little speck. It's not even really a speck even. you know, compared to everything else going on. You know, I very much enjoy being out in nature. You know, that's why I love it when we go sit out there at City Lake and just watch the ducks and the geese and little turtle heads. And, sometimes, especially when there'll be like a little kid out there and, they'll bring bird food and little kids will be like this one little 3-year-old boy, and I think his grandma was like, "Okay, we'll toss the bird seed," and so of course he takes it and just, and stuff, and then the birds weren't getting it, and he was pointing at the bird food and talking to the geese like, "Come over here and eat." It was very cute. So the geese came over there and started eating, and then he wanted it up. He wanted grandma to pick him up because he was like, "Nope, they're really big." So I really enjoy that, watching little kids and stuff. I really love, even though we don't have really, we don't have any family here or anything. I do enjoy watching the dynamics of family and family together, like doing stuff. It's really nice. I mean, yeah, I wish we had that, but we don't, and doesn't mean I can't enjoy watching other people. So that's about all I got today. I'm gonna probably do some loom knitting, and I'm probably gonna have some stuff to draw. There's a few things I'd like to sketch out. I may get out the canvases, the bigger canvases, to go ahead and sketch out, because a couple of them I'm going to do a plaster buildup. One's going to be a horse head with a kind of a bright shining light, um, kind of off of its nose. You'd have to see the picture I'm working from. But I'm not going to do a plaster buildup on that, though I'm thinking about perhaps doing a plaster buildup on what would be the horse's mane, which could be really cool looking. I may do that.
That would be
I
cool.
may put the plaster into a plastic bag, cut off the tip, so I can almost pipe that plaster onto that canvas. I have this like I have some ideas in my head, as you can tell. I think that would be pretty cool, though. If I pipe that on there like that,
Yep.
then I can make it blended in with the rest of the horse's head. But that would be very prominent. I think it would look really cool. But I could go ahead and do some plaster buildup. Uh, if I have to, I can sit with my foot on a stool. I hate sitting with both of my legs up on the effing bed. I hate that. I feel confined, and if I feel confined, I get depressed. If I feel like I can't do what I want to do, I get depressed. But I could sit with my foot up on a stool, the right leg that needs to be up, and still be able to draw and paint to a degree. I can't really do much until I get that plaster set.
Yeah.
And that plaster dries so fast, you've got to work with it fast. And whatever carving and stuff you're going to want to get done, you better get it done really fast, because the newer plaster is a lot more lightweight, but it dries super fast. The older plaster was heavier, and it took a number of days, but you had a number of days to carve on it. Normally, you would just set it and leave it for a couple of days and then come back and start carving on it, because we tried before that, it was too wet. So this stuff you need to work fast. So
yeah,
I could do that though. I could set the plaster. I can't sit in my bed and do the plaster. I want to have plaster all over. It's a kind of a messy thing to do the plaster. It's not something that just. And I would have to mix that a little bit more water than normal to be able to pipe that main on that canvas, but it'd be okay.
Yeah.
As long as I got some I could use some of the disposable wee pads underneath there in case some of the water drips off, because I want it to be pretty loose. Not loose like liquid lava, but that's the beauty about plaster. You can decide how much water you want. I just usually dump the water in, stir, stir, stir. Then you can kind of tell by feel if you need to add more or not, And like for the horse's mane, I would want to. I'm excited about doing that horse's mane now. Originally, I thought I wasn't going to do any plaster on that painting, but I would like to do that. That would be cool. I have some other ideas on some other things. I would love to, at some point in time, do a nice painting of octopus and pipe on or form the legs out of plaster. Some of them that are closer to you. And then even do the suction cups and stuff. I think that would be so phenomenal looking. And there's so many things, like you could do jellyfish, a painting with jellyfish, and do their what do you call the things coming off the jellyfish?
Tentacles.
Is that okay? I thought that
Yeah.
I thought that sounded stupid.
Yeah. No.
But I would love to do some of that, and some of your aquatic plants and stuff that just are so waving in the water and stuff. I would love to do some of that, some plants and stuff with the plaster. I'm gonna have to buy more plaster. I only got a 5-pound bag, and it doesn't go very far.
Yeah.
I'll be lucky if I can get 3 more paintings out of that. I don't know. But that's okay. I'll do what I got to do. You can all donate bags of plaster. I may have to put that on my wish list, actually.
Yeah.
So
or I can run into Hobby Lobby or something like that.
Well, you can use that 40% off coupon. That would be nice. I'm not used to you being able to run into stores now. You ran into Family Dollar earlier.
And had to run out because
you forgot the PayPal card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because he needed to get oil for the car. He did splurge and get me this. This is $1. One of those solar dancing flowers. Yeah. I like these things. I don't know why. They just make me happy. So I'm going to put it up with the plants. Stuff. And then he did get one. I don't know how much this one was.
It wasn't very expensive. It was only $3.
But that's right. Okay, it's on now. I hope I don't blind anybody. It's a solar light. The solar's back here. But let's see if I get. Okay, it's off. I'll put that out back on the railing. We haven't got the other things up yet. But I'm glad nobody stole our chairs. That was really unnerving.
Yeah.
I heard somebody pull in the driveway, but I didn't think too much of it because
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was for us or for our neighbors. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, You did say they could borrow them, so
Yeah.
that was way back when we first moved
I
in.
know.
So well, I couldn't figure out why somebody would just help themselves, to those. But I don't care as long as you bring it back.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got to get off here. Brad's got some calls to do and stuff. So I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are great. And everybody say bye to Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.